Hallo Klickenabendler, wir sind in Essen auf der Spiel 2024 bei Devir. Next to me is Ricardo. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, a little bit tired after 4 days.
We all do.
So you have got also two new card games here. One it's called Lie,
Yes,
or The Lie.
The Devir Pocket Line. And in the Devir Pocket Line we have always cards of this side. And the boxes are this side and the game is full of cards. In the Lie we have all that set. And cards has face and cover. Let's say this is the face because they are always in the cover. And this gives you a kind of idea of what might be in the other side.
But it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. You know two things, one is right, one is wrong. So you do not know if the other side has a 1 or if it's green. We already flipped, we know it's green but it's not a 1. Over here you know that it might be a 2 or a blue one. It was a blue one. You know that it might be a 4 or a blue one. It's a 4. And that's it. So you're going to pick cards. They're going to be all shuffled face down in the table. And you're going to pick cards one by one and place it in your hand. When you place it in your hand, you cannot place it in the middle. It always should go to an edge. And you're going to place a full hand of cards until you have 12. When you have 12, it doesn't matter if the other ones has 12 or not. You just need to say I have, and you're going to be the first. They have the full time to prepare their set of 12 cards. And when I say prepare, is placing 12 cards on its end, because you can never drop a card. So once you pick a card and you see the other side, you must place it on right or left. Then on the second level, when everybody has already 12 cards, you're going to try to get rid of your cards. You present some number to the table that may be done with 1 card, 2 cards of the same color, or 3 cards of the same color. After you play, let's say you play a 42, green, the next player can play a green set, doesn't matter the size, trying to get a higher number.
Right.
If nobody does, everybody collect the cards, and whoever gets the highest one is the new starter and the new starter. The first to get rid of all cards gets special cards for points. So gets 3 cards for extra points at the end of the game. And the game is played in 3 different sets. So we do that 3 times. And then you sum up the points of the cards that you collect as a reward. So some will collect 3 cards, some will collect 2 cards. It might happen sometimes that the balance is done by having more points, collecting less cards. So this is a funny game for you to play with all the family that has some kind of skill level, but it's not deep on that, so you can play with everybody.
So it's a climb your ladder game with a drafting mechanic, but without drafting, I guess I need that card.
Yes,
All
that's
right.
it.
Okay.
So it's kind of a gamble also.
Right. That's The Lie. Dann haben wir die nächste Neuheit im Kartenspielbereich. Das Spiel heißt Tinco. So what's Tinco about?
Well, Tinco is about creating sets of different animals that has kind of the same look like. So it is a game about you're being careful, you're paying attention. It's a Brazilian author, and this game is in Brazil for more than a decade. And it's a huge success over there. So as Devir has born in Brazil, we decided to bring to our full line of Devir pockets worldwide Tinco, because this game is kind of challenging. You start with a card of these ones. Each player starts with 1 at 0 level, and the game is going to end as soon as somebody has 5 or somebody has -5. If somebody has -5, at that moment, whoever has the highest points is going to be the winner. So how do you achieve 5 or -5 that nobody wants to achieve? At the starting, you're going to receive cards to your hand. You're going to receive 6 cards. Each player receives 6 cards. And you're going to play with 1 more animal than the number of players at the table. Then you're going to start checking your hand, and you may start to negotiate immediately. Which is, imagine that this is my 6 cards hand, let's say. So I have 3 tigers over here, and I have 2 dragons and 1 of this. So I might do a package with those 3 cards and ask for 3. Whoever accepts to give me 3, gives me 3 and I'll trade. And I'm trying to get 5 of the same. The first player to have 5 of the same, which I have here prepared to show you how can you achieve. No, I mixed 1 card, so this would be with this 5th card. So if I have a 5th card of the same kind, I'll grab 1 segment of the medallion. From this moment, the rest of the players can still play, try to negotiate, try to get their 5, but they may also grab instantly element of the medallion, because whoever is playing and do not get a small fragment of the medallion is going to score a -1 point. So you may want to race to get it, or you may simply get in your place. I wasn't the first, so I skip and I'll get the medallion. When you get the full set and the medallion, you're going to get a point. If you have no set and you have the medallion, you get no damage. But if you have no set and no medallion, you lose a point. Apart from it, there is also in the deck a medallion card that it's the worst card ever in the world. Because whoever gets the medallion is going to get a -1 point. So some games use this to end when somebody reaches -5. Especially that person that is so deep in checking the cards without paying attention, and sometimes other ones are laughing at him or her because there's no medallion and that person is still asking for a trade. So it's extremely funny game that you just need to adapt the number of different animals you're playing. It's a 3 to 6 players. So if you're playing with 3, use 4 animals. If you're playing with 6, use 7. And you always use 1 less medallion than the number of players. So the 5 element of medallions is for 6 players. Let's say we were playing 3 players, we will use just 2. That's it. That's Tinco.
Okay.
From Gustavo of Brazil.
Sounds like a variant of the game Pit.
Yes, it sounds about the way you were trying to get rid of the cards, but it also has the negative one and the way you should pay attention at the table.
Right.
Pit is more about the sounds, this is more about the looking and the attention on the game.
Great. So now we had a look at the whole new games here at Devir, and I wish you a nice game fair so far. The last day, hope that your voice is keeping up.
Yes, let's try to have my voice till the end of the day. Let's try to get rid of most of the games that are still left. There's not so many. We're sold out, I guess, by now 6 or 7 different titles, and we haven't that much, maybe 12, let's say. It has been an amazing fair. I used to say we're guilty of that because we're producing for so long some of the best games that you can find over here.
And thanks for your time here at the fair.
You're welcome, always.
Hope to see you then next year again.
If you do, it's going to be a miss because we are now, 3 in a row?
Yes, 3 in a row.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.